Catholic Schools Week is important because it's kind of like our homecoming, right? We get to enjoy the Catholic faith, share it with our community, share it with parents, our students, our staff. It's just a time for us to reflect on the great things that we're doing here at Sacred Heart, but also as Catholic students and staff members and teachers here. So it's just a great time to enjoy each other and our faith.
We do religion and we go to Mass, and we get to participate in Mass, which I think is really fun when you get to read or gifts or baskets. Greeters, right? I got to pick the movie for our field trip, which we get to go to the movie theaters. What day is that on? Monday, I guess. I don't know. I didn't read the permission slip. And on Friday, I get to be the principal, which I get to do the drawing for the raffle tickets, bingo, and morning announcements with Mr. Horky. And, yeah. And I get to do all the other stuff throughout the week. Is there still pajama day? I don't even know.
I don't know either.
On Wednesday, we get to have lunch with our parents. We get to go swimming for Bridges Bay for another field trip. Yeah, we never got to really go swimming last year, and it's really fun that we actually get to go swimming because we don't get to go swimming in the winter because the lake's frozen over, the pool's not open.
We want our kids to know that they're special here. And that's why we celebrate this week and give them opportunities to celebrate each other. And yes, going to Bridges Bay and movies and having dress down days and making it a fun week for them. Because here at Sacred Heart, it's special to be here. And getting this Catholic education in a great place is something that we take our pride in. And we want to show our students that we care for them. And this week is for them and celebrating them being here. So we're hoping to get a lot out of them. As far as fun, yeah, we do still have some academics and learning on the way, but we do also focus on them and what can we give them for the week.
Most kids, they don't really get to go to Mass some days because their parents work on weekends, but here you get to go to Mass every Friday. And you also get to sing church songs and learn about God and religion class and stuff. Mr. Doyle and math.
Going off what Miss Izzy says about the Catholic education here, a lot of people don't know what we offer at Sacred Heart Catholic School, and there's just service projects from preschool to 6th grade to let our parents know that they're getting a good overall education. With our academic, with our proficiency numbers in reading and math, but we have a great environment here, and that environment just entails teachers that want to be here every single day, and we hope and we know that some students want to come here every single day, and that's our hope, is that when students walk through the front doors that they're just going to have the best day of their entire lives. And again, that's what Catholic Schools Week is going to really put an emphasis on, but we want that every single day too. We got the bishop coming on Friday for the children. We have Mass on Fridays, obviously, but he will be joining us in leading Mass on Friday at 1 p.m. It's kind of a big deal for the bishop to come visit during Catholic Schools Week. We were one of the schools in the rotation this year. So Bishop Keener will be leading us in Mass. Students will be involved in that also. This Sunday, the 25th, is a school-led Mass by our students also. So a lot of cool things that they get to take part in. And of course, meeting the bishop is a big thing for us. You can call the front office and get a contact with Mrs. Studer, contact myself, or Melissa Pick. She's our enrollment person, so getting a hold of any one of those, calling the main school number, can get you in contact with any of us, or shoot me an email anytime.
Having recess.
Seeing my friends. Art.
Learning about God.
Pajama day. Seeing all the different kinds of pajamas.
Swimming and movie. Coming to Sacred Heart.
Play with stuff. They play with me. It's a fun place to learn. I really like our after-school care program.
We moved to town in about 95. And so I got my first job here in Spencer. And I've been here for close to 30 years. I don't want to tell everybody that, but I have. And I've just loved every minute of it. I love the families, the kids. It's just like a family here, and the parents, they all treat you special. You know, they come in when it's your birthday. They do just little special things to recognize you and appreciate you. And I've just always felt very appreciated here, and I've always loved my job and loved to come to work every day. It's just so important to recognize and celebrate our school, because it's just an awesome place, and the kids in it, and they have done such work, and I love it that they get to do all this stuff and celebrate who they are and what we are and be proud. When I first came here, I didn't know, like, I'd never taught in a Catholic school. I'd taught 6 years prior in a public school, and I thought, you know, I'll try it and maybe I'll end up, you know, going somewhere else. And once I came, I was hooked, and I was like, I'm not leaving. Oh, I would definitely tell them to come in and visit the classes, meet the teachers, talk to some families, anybody, because I don't imagine there's probably anybody that would have anything negative to say. It's a great place.
I get to learn about Jesus.
I get to learn about Jesus. I can see my friends. I can see my teacher.
Just learning and having a fun experiment with all my friends.
Reading and math.
Art and reading.
Probably art and probably going to church. I know that's not a subject, but I like it.
I'm looking forward to going swimming.
I'm looking forward to going swimming, doing the raffle, seeing who wins.
I'm looking forward to swimming and having the picnic with our family, where we all like separate into 2 rooms, some in the lunchroom and some in the parish hall, and then you just sit on the floor and eat with your family and have a good time.
And I'm looking forward to pajama day.
Oh yeah.
You can learn a lot about Jesus and have a lot of friends, and you can see a teacher every day, and you can make friends with everybody.
I make new friends. I meet new people.
It's like an opportunity to come here and have fun and learn about Jesus.
You go to church every Friday?
There's a long time that you can learn here about Jesus.
Because there's amazing teachers and you get to learn a lot about stuff.
Everybody's nice?
Everybody's nice. You can make lots of friends. You can learn until 6th grade.
Come to school at Sacred Heart.
I was lucky enough to actually student teach here a couple years ago, so I had the opportunity to get to know the students and the staff. And then when the 1st grade position was open, I applied, and I knew that it was a right fit for me once I had that time here. The students are outstanding. They work hard every day. And then the one thing that I really noticed was just the sense of community that we have here. The families are so supportive, not only of their students, but of the staff and and things like that. So that was my biggest takeaway.
For myself, I had the privilege of getting to experience Catholic education through my own education as a student. So I came here as a child, and I was able to come back, and I just feel like it's coming back home for me. It's coming full circle and just getting to pay forward what was instilled in me, and just that center of Christ's education and just getting that faith base, which I feel like not only mirrors my values, but just is a chance to help expand and bring that to a higher value for our students here.
Catholic Schools Week is just a great week to remind not only the students but the community too, what we're celebrating, how we're celebrating. Each day is something different, so that's really fun to, remind our students that, number one, they're special, the staff is special, the families, the parish, everybody gets involved, so it's really fun to be able to celebrate all together.
And like Lindsay said, I think I love that we get to bring Christ back to the forefront, and that's not something that you get to be able to celebrate and actually acknowledge publicly in our public school systems. So it's just a great way to actually get to express that and get to be a part of something a little bit different. Mine's all of it. Like, I love just the time with
Right.
the kids. I mean, they're so excited to be here in the morning. They're giving hugs. They're welcoming you at the door. And just, I can be walking around and they can be from a totally different class. And it's not like it's just my kids, it's all of our kids. And they'll come up randomly in the hall and be like, Mrs. Weber, and give a great big hug. So I just love that it's just throughout the whole day and just it has such a positive vibe. And you can literally see the difference you're making in kids.
Yep, I would agree. My whole day is is awesome, but my favorite part is probably my morning meeting with my class where we have time to connect with each other, where we share good news, and if we need to say a prayer for somebody, that's our time to connect. And so I really enjoy that time with my students.
I think for myself would just be, just come visit. I mean, I think you'll just know through the feel if it's a good fit for you and your family. Like Lindsay said, I really feel like there's a sense of community here. I really feel like we have like a family within our own building, and it might not be a fit for you, but you won't know until you come and look. So come give us a try.
I would probably say the same, probably about the same thing. Definitely come and, and experience the school. You can feel just the positivity when you're walking down the hallways. The staff is always smiling for the most part. We have our moments, but but you can just feel it. You can feel that sense of community and the small class sizes, and the teachers want to be here. We want to be able to fulfill that faith factor and just love our students every day.
Just the mass every week, the prayers that we practice, and
I like free play. I like snuggling with Miss Tammy. Going to the water park and to movies.
that's what I was gonna say. And then, the bingo and on Wednesday, you can learn about Jesus and how, or his crucifixion and religion and all that.
I was looking for a job in the summer, had been working more administration jobs and wanted to get back into teaching in the classroom, and was invited or came to interview at Sacred Heart for a kindergarten position when they were adding a second kindergarten. The children and families are probably my favorite component. We just have parents who are super involved and in their child's education, and we have children who just have a lot of joy in learning, and I love working with kids. Favorite part of the day is probably reading, which is reading stories to the kids and just getting them excited about reading and learning. I would say that your child will get a really personalized experience where teachers really care about the children in their classroom, and we know our families really well, and we can personalize that learning to their education. Catholic Schools Week is just a good time to reflect on the privilege it is to be at this school and the joy it is to be at this school, and to really just enjoy that time together and build the sense of community at our school.
I get to hang out with my friends.
Recess is fun.
I like it that we just started archery and PE, and our new principal is really nice. Probably when we get to wear pajamas and we get to watch a movie and go to Bridges Bay.
I was going to say the same thing as him.
I like it that all the doors are locked.
Good friends.
I like Mrs. Weber. It's fun. They teach you a lot.
The teachers are nice.
Yeah.
The principal's the best. There's church on Friday.
Because
Most of us
it's
are Catholic.
Yeah, and it's a Catholic school, and
It makes it funner.
yeah.
I'm going to tell you that I love this school and working here, and I believe in our mission 100%. I work here, my kids go here, and it's fun to see them and be around them, and all these kids have a piece of my heart. I've been here for 6 years. It's been fun to watch them grow and move on, and it's just fun. And you find a lot of families have all of their kids here, so all of their kids get one drop off. With the early childhood center, the youngers can go there, and then they move up and go through preschool, and it's just really fun when siblings get to see each other every day, and you really get to know the families, and the parents are amazing. I love their support. We have a lot of things to volunteer for. And it's just a great place to be and work. This is my second family. Every person here is, has been a huge support for me. And it just really does feel like a second family. Catholic Schools Week is just a fun celebration that we do every year around the nation as well. And it's all about celebrating. Every day is a different theme of celebrating our students, celebrating our staff, celebrating our parish, celebrating our families, celebrating our nation. It's what brings us together, and we just really, kind of go with it. And it's a week of celebrating and appreciating each other and the great things our Catholic education brings, and lots of activities planned to have a fun week. Like Mr. Horkey said, maybe a little bit of learning will go on still, but it's a special week for us to celebrate who we are and take pride in our school community. If you're interested in a tour or stopping by the school, you can give me a call at 712-580-6348. I will happily set up a tour, set some time to talk, let you know what we can offer your child here. Otherwise, you can call the school office at 712-262-6428. And I'm an email away at mpick@spencersacredheart.com. And we have Facebook page, Instagram, we have TikTok, that we just like to keep our community involved and let them know what's going on. Next week is Catholic Schools Week, but it's also National School Choice Week. And we want every parent to have a choice in where their child goes to school and what kind of education they receive. And with ESAs, that's made it possible. And also, with just having the school choice, your child is going to go where you want your child to go, where they're going to get the best education.
I really enjoy coming to school at Sacred Heart. Come join us.